coming from SMP 1 Wonosari Gunung Kidul, and today the students are joining the storytelling competitions celebrating the Kartini days. So in this video you want to see how the students deliver their presentation, their story about Kartini.
The change to learn and grow. As Kartini grew up, she realized that girls in her town didn't have many choices.
My name is Alisa. I am the representative of the last generation. I am here to tell you the history of Kartini Previews. Raden Ajeng Kartini is an Indonesian-based residential figure. Was born on April 21, 1879 in Jepara, Indonesian East Indies. Kartini grew up in a noble family and faced independence in women's education. Despite the contrast,
hi guys, good morning. How's your day? Here I would like to introduce myself. My name is Sushika Putri Wahab. You can call me Chandra. I'm from HG class. Today I'm going to deliver about the story of Raden Ajeng Kartini. Raden Ajeng Kartini, she is also commonly known as R.A. Kartini. She is known as one of the national heroes that managed to fight for the emancipation of women. Here is the story of R.A. Kartini.
morning everyone. Here I would like to introduce myself. My name is Emily Chandrakirana. You can call me Emily for short. I am from SMP Negeri 1 Wonosari. Today I am going to deliver about the story of R.A. Kartini. Raden Ajeng Kartini. She is also commonly known as R.A. Kartini. She is known as one of the national heroes in Myanmar to fight for the emancipation of women. Here is the story of R.A. Kartini. Once upon a time, in the city of Jepara, there was born a beautiful baby from Japanese royal family. Her name is Kartini, who was a long name Raden Ajeng Kartini. She is the daughter of a king who later became the regent of Jepara. Raden Mas Adimari Aryo Sosroninggo, the mother of Kartini.
So I will introduce myself first. My name is Cheryl Franzali Asmara. You can call me Cheryl. I am from class 7G. Today I will talk about Ibu Kartini. Do you know who is Ibu Kartini? Why was she given the role as a hero? What did she even fight for? And is there any challenges that she faced during her struggles? Kartini's full name is Raden Ayu Adipati Kartini Joyo Adingra. Kartini was a national hero of Indonesia. She was born on the 21st of April 1839 in Jepara, the middle of Java. She attended in the Netherlands elementary school and wanted to proceed in higher education. But at that time, women were not allowed to access higher education like men can.
My name is Arda Raisha Naka Putri. People usually call me Raisha. I want to tell you about Raden Ajeng Kartini. Do you know about Raden Ajeng Kartini? I think all of you know about Raden Ajeng Kartini. She is our idol and our hero. Do you agree if she is our idol? Well, let me begin the story. Once upon a time, in the city of Jepara, there was born a beautiful baby from Japanese royal family. Her name is Kartini, who has a long name, Raden Ajeng Kartini, or sometimes known as Raden Ajeng Kartini. Was a prominent of Japanese and Indonesian Europe. Kartini was a pioneer in the area of women's rights for Indonesia. She struggled to change the women's right to be like now. You should be proud to have figure Kartini because she has been fight for women's rights. She is different with the other heroes because she must struggle with guns. But she struggled with her thing. Kartini is a great woman, smart, brave, and strong.
My name is Farah Chandra. I will tell you a story about Raden Ajeng. Raden Ajeng Kartini is known for her letters about women emancipation and the spirit of progress through education. The following of the story. Kartini was born on April 21, 1870 in Mayo, Argentina. Kartini came from a Japanese mobile family in Nepal. His father, Raden Mas Adipati Aryo Sosroningrat, was the regent there. Because they were born during colonial era, there's still a gap in right development in women, especially in the field of education. Kartini only received an education up to the equivalent of elementary school at Eurovision
dan Faris Ramadan from 7B. Today I'll be telling the story about Raden Ajeng Kartini. Raden Ajeng Kartini is commonly known as Era Kartini. He is a national hero of the emancipation of women. So here's the story of Era Kartini. Kartini was born in a wealthy Japanese family in the city of Nepal. She has a long name, Raden Ajeng Kartini. She is the daughter of a duke who later became regent of Kwara. Raden Mas Adipati Aryo Sosroningrat. Her mother is Yasira, who worked as teacher in school at Kwara. Little Kartini grew smart and beautiful girl. Her parents eventually allowed her to attend school at
A few days ago, we just celebrated Kartini Day. But some of you may have already known who is Kartini, but most of you not know her story. So I'm about to tell you a story of history of Kartini. On April 21st, 1829, in the city of Jepara, there was born a baby from Japanese royal family. Her name is Raden Ajeng Kartini, or commonly called Kartini. Her father, Raden Mas Adipati Sosroningrat, was the regent there. Kartini entered an European elementary school, or Europese Elementary School, ELS, in 1885. Only the children of high-ranking government officials were allowed to attend education alongside European and Dutch Indo children at ELS. At that time, noble tradition required children aged 12, who were considered adults to be secluded. When secluded, girls are not allowed to leave the house.
Today I will talk about the story of Raden Kartini. One day, Sarah was reading a book in the library. She was reading a book about the history of Raden Ajeng Kartini. Her eyes was interesting because it tells the story of Raden Ajeng Kartini's efforts to fight for gender equality. This is what Sarah read in the book. Raden Ajeng Kartini was born on April 21, 1879 in the village of Mayong, Jepara, Central Java. Her father, Sosroningrat, was a Japanese nobleman who became a head of the village, while her mother, Ms. Ajeng Masira, came from an ordinary family. Kartini was the fifth of 13 siblings. She had several brothers and 5 sisters. From a young age, Kartini showed a great interest in education and wanted to learn how to read and write like her older siblings. However, at that time, Japanese social tradition required women to stay indoors and were not allowed to go to school after a certain age. Kartini was frustrated with this tradition and wanted to change it. Kartini continued to study at home, assisted by her.
My name is Hiro from grade 7E. I stand here today to talk about the famous hero from Japan. She has fought for women emancipation. Her name is Kartini. On a certain day, precisely 21st April 1979, a native noblewoman was born. Her name was Raden Ajeng Kartini, the daughter of Raden Mas Adipati Aryo Sosroningrat and M.A. Ngasira. Her father was a head of Jepara government at the time. Kartini's father said,
"Look, my dear, this child has such sweet eyes and soft hair like an angel."
Mother responded, "That's right. My instinct tells me this child will a woman of great charisma who will have positive impact in the world." Itu Kartini grew up cheerfully in a noble family. She attended the European elementary school. At the age of 12 years old, Kartini was worried to go to school.
Thank you for your attention. My name is Alji Nofdel Pratama, and today I will talk about why is 21 April commemorated as Kartini Day in Indonesia. Well, to answer that question, I will tell you the story about the life journey of our Ibu kita Kartini. In the heart of Java, Indonesia, during the late 19th century, lived a young girl named Raden Ajeng Kartini, born into an aristocratic Javanese family on April 21, 1879. Kartini was the fifth child of Raden Mas Adipati Aryo Sasroningrat, a regent of Jakarta. From a young age, she was exposed to the inequalities and injustice faced by women in her society. Education for girls was scarce, and they were often relegated to domestic roles following early marriage. Kartini's father was the progressive thinker for his time. He allowed her to attend a Dutch elementary school where she excelled and became fluent in Dutch, a rare accomplishment for Javanese women of her era. Through her education, Kartini gained access to Western ideas and literature, varying her thoughts on feminism and equality. She lived actively and corresponded with numerous Dutch pen pals, discussing social issues and her dreams for Indonesian women.
Semuanya bagus. Ya.
Tetapi ada catatan kecil yang perlu kalian perhatikan supaya nanti ketika kita mengadakan seleksi lagi itu bisa lebih diperhatikan, bisa lebih ditingkatkan, sehingga siapa tahu nanti dari sekolah kemudian dikirim ke kabupaten itu supaya kita tahu ya maknanya seperti apa. Sebaiknya kalian itu jangan teks oriented. Kalau bisa harus itu dihafal ya, about Indonesia. Ya. Kan kita ini bercerita, ya Pak? Kita bercerita. Asik nggak kalau berceritanya teksnya begini, gitu. Terus nggak ada icon teksnya. Ini intonation and gesture ya. Di situ tadi ada poin yang mengenai gesture. Jadi storytelling itu kita kan menceritakan sesuatu kepada orang lain. Jadi ceritakanlah bagaimana how you deliver the story. Biar enak tuh gimana. Miss melihat banyak bibit di sini, tetapi kurang diasah. Banyak bibitnya. Tadi Miss lihat yang maju-maju banyak bibitnya, tetapi hanya kurang diasah, hanya kurang dilatih.